The Dunkman, well, the Stockman, as we now been calling him, has had us dead to rights. We took 3 weeks off. He's told the whole fucking world that the podcast is dead. It's over. I just need a little vacation, guys. Fuck, I even gave you a preview, but we're back. Dunk, are you okay? What have you been doing with your life?
Oh, boys, we got a lot going on these last weeks. We'll dive in there.
Are you going to dive in now? You might as well just give it a little blow.
Big harmonica guy now, boys.
Yeah, he's been traveling harmonicas. There we go. So this is highly inappropriate. Let's get this party started. Maybe. Oh, thank God. Getting better at the intro, guys. Only took me 108 episodes.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to Highly Inappropriate.
I don't think she's going to be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
Whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Highly Inappropriate. All right, so let me get this straight. So I'm going to pay for a blowjob and I got to pay for a goddamn hotel room too? Well, that just seems like I'm spending too much money for nothing. I got a house. You can just get your ass over here and I can just do the blowjob here. Highly Inappropriate.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
They can kiss my fat vagina because I'm bringing the motherfucking bang.
Welcome to Highly Inappropriate. We are back after a little layoff. We took the month of May off. You know, there's some racing going along around Indy. I took a vacation. Dunk learned to play the harmonica, and Beaver is still a cat dad. What's up, motherfuckers? What's going on? Welcome to the party. What's new? What's happened in the last like 4 weeks? Dunk, okay, so you got a new toy. What's the story there?
All right, so I had a night there with the wife and the mother-in-law, and tied one on, pretty good one. Tied one on, and as all of us did, we had a great time. And we were around the fire, and I tell him I can play the harmonica, and I quickly get a motherfucker, you can't play no fucking harmonica. So I guess I got on my phone, went straight to Amazon, ordered the best harmonica I could find, and did it when I was intoxicated. A lot of drunk purchases in my life, you know what I mean? And this is possibly the best one. And I forgot all about it. So I'm at work Thursday, and I get an email saying, hey, man, your
package
Amazon package has shipped. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I open it up, and little did I know, that's when I found out that I was a big harmonica guy. So I mean, I like the Stockman. It's a good nickname, but I'm gonna have to switch it up. I got a new nickname now, and I'm gonna now be known as Harmonica Guy.
Harmonica
Guy. That's my new name. That's what's the name of my solo project that I'm putting together with the harmonica and rapping. Because, I mean, you've never seen a dope boy play the harmonica and rap at the same time, have you? You know what I mean?
I've never seen a dope boy.
There's probably a reason for that.
I've never seen a dope boy in your garage either, by the way, believe it or not. Yeah, welcome back. So as you can see from the story that Duncan just told, he has now been since our layoff, he's developed new drug habits. So that's good to see. I'm happy to be back, Dunk. Glad to see your face, buddy. I've only got to hear you talk shit in my
in your text group chat, yeah.
Text group chat, which I purposely like. So I was on vacation for 8 days, and like I made it a point. Like I don't want to use my phone. I literally, while I was on vacation, I checked my screen time. It was like down to 3 hours, and 2 hours of that was literally like navigation, driving the fucking RV. So I was super like, I stayed off my phone as much as possible. I uploaded a few pics. That was about it. But I was pretty fucking happy about that. It was nice to get a little break. But I am happy to be back with you fuckers. Beaver, what the fuck? Excuse me. What's on your face?
That would be my face.
Okay, yeah. All right. Josh, you need a drum set to go.
Hey, I don't really need anything because I got probably one of the 5 greatest harmonica players in the world sitting in here. We don't need another instrument. And
is your dad in there? Dunk, is your dad there or what?
He was super proud of my purchase.
I guarantee it. That's probably the most proud he's ever been of you, except the time that you started your meth habit. But
I would say possibly the best harmonica guy since Bob Dylan. Probably.
well, I'm telling you right now, you got some competition about 15 miles down the road. My brother is a big harmonica player. Is known to he's got a harmonica. Literally, he's got a harmonica that goes around, and he'll just randomly, like, we'll be going to a random Colts party. My brother would just have a harmonica around his thing, and every time the Colts score a touchdown, he'll just start playing or some shit. My daughter, he actually bought Ella a harmonica for Christmas, like either last year or the year before. And it was so funny because there's a song by Black Sabbath called "The Wizard" where Ozzy plays the harmonica. It's one of their most popular songs.
I have to look it up. I'll learn it in about an hour. Give me an hour.
And it's
an hour.
It's one of Ella's favorite songs, as far as Ozzy Black Sabbath is concerned. And I was playing it yesterday for her, and she goes, Daddy, I have a harmonica, right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, you need to learn to play the song. So maybe you, my brother, and my daughter can start a band together. Hell
That'd
yeah.
be awesome. That'd be awesome. 2 guys and a baby.
Yeah.
3 harmonicas or something like that.
That just sounds terrible.
I pictured your brother more of like a kazoo player.
I want to learn to play the didgeridoo, the fucking long ass.
Oh, that thing?
Yes.
I want to learn the vuvuzela.
I went
Australia,
to see,
right? You have to be Australian, dude.
Yeah, Australia somewhere, like
That's racist.
I'm telling you right now, if you learn to play the didgeridoo, is that what you call it?
Yeah, kind of.
The didgeridoo, and get your support kangaroo, your support animal kangaroo.
I'll be the most popular guy in Morristown for sure.
Oh man, you'd be electric, dude. You would be electric on your little camping trips and shit.
Oh god,
have a kangaroo and a didgeridoo just riding around.
I think I'm gonna try. See, my dream instrument is, I don't know why, but I just want to be the guy who shows up at random parties in a kilt, and I just play the bagpipes. Just imagine
that would be dope too.
Just imagine you're in the backyard, it's middle of summer, July. You probably 8, 10, 12 fucking Miller Lights, Coors Light Deep.
You ate all those.
You're playing beer pong, and all of a sudden you hear.
AC/DC starts playing.
Dude, that's probably hard to play, wouldn't you think?
I don't know. Well, it's funny because I did a wedding where a guy played the bagpipes for the bride actually entering, and it was so cool. I was so enamored. I'm like, Alex, badass. I was like, so how much can you buy a bagpipe for? He's like, you can legit get a decent bagpipe for a couple $100. So I might do what you did, get hammered one night.
Just get drunk, buy one.
I mean,
just dive in there, dude. Just dive in there. Dive in there. Just get you how to play audio CD, and then just like play it in the car. And then when you drive around, just like when you're going somewhere, just like have your bagpipes and learn how to play as you're driving, where you're going.
I mean, just imagine you're fucking sitting there playing beer pong in your backyard, just having the greatest time. Then out of nowhere, hold on. YouTube's going to work for me today. We'll see. Probably not. That's not it. That's not it.
I guarantee
no free ads, motherfucker.
I guarantee anybody at that party is going to remember the dude that pulled out the fucking bagpipe for sure, man. Legendary.
Without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
You're just
I just want you to be on your porch, dude, letting your dogs out and playing them.
Just the wiener dogs
running.
And
like the neighbors just like, what the fuck is that noise? Like in their living room.
No, it's got to be the neighbors. The neighbors on their back porch, they're sipping coffee. And here I am in my underwear.
With a water bong and bagpipes, dude. Just fucking going bananas, dude.
Fucking hell yeah, dude.
Now, you don't wear underwear with kilts, right? No underwear?
Yeah, free ball.
And how you do
it? Free ball. I might have my left testicle hang out the bottom, but.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And maybe not a kilt, maybe just like the schoolgirl, like short dress kind of thing, plaid, like Britney Spears.
Ooh, yeah, good call.
And borrow Beaver's Britney Spears shirt.
I bet Beaver probably does have like that Britney Spears schoolgirl skirt. I bet he's got one.
I wish.
It would look awesome.
It would.
Christmas is coming up,
dude. Hell yeah, dude.
Christmas is coming up.
We're almost halfway there.
Hell yeah, man.
So what was that trip, dude? How was that?
Can you guys hear the music right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
I do want to point out the fact that I decided to wear all black today in honor of the podcast being proclaimed dead. I did want to do that.
That harmonica just brought this podcast back to life,
Yeah.
fellas.
I know. I feel we just rose from the dead.
alive.
We are
alive
live,
again.
ready to go. I'm about to take a
Dude.
bong rip just for
All I gotta
old time's
say
sake.
is, as soon as I start playing that harmonica, an option popped up on my computer. Set up professional audio. Oh, it knows. My mind fucking knows. Dude.
No
It really
bullshit.
did.
No,
No
it's like
bullshit.
this sounds like
bullshit.
shit. So please adjust your speaker.
No bullshit. It really did. Oh man.
All right, Josh. What's new in your world? Well, I take a little rip real quick.
You know what's new in my world, man, is just investing. That's what's new in my world. Just me and my neighbor here, just fucking coming out and having driveway investment meetings. You know, just all the talking about moving all of our capital into blue chips and.
Is this the part of the podcast where I zone out?
This could be the part where you zone out, man, because
Okay.
me and Diamond Hands Dunk here, we're all about sustainable investments and just making sure that our capital is getting returns for us.
I think you guys should both start an investment firm there in Carthage, and just imagine the fuck you would get in that office trying to figure, like some redneck would walk in there and be like, I got $15. What can you do with this?
And we've all seen Wolf of Wall Street, and if somehow I get fucking rich as shit off this, Leo won't have shit on me.
No, man.
Leo will not have shit
Hell no,
on me.
dude. I've already started.
He's always gonna be better looking, Dunk. But go ahead.
I don't know, dude. You know how hot you get when you become a millionaire? I'd be a hot son of a bitch.
You would be a hot son of a bitch. But since we started this, man, I've been jacking off 3 times a day. Got to get them numbers up, guys.
Oh, you weren't doing that before? Beaver does it 10 times a day. Look at him.
Man.
You keep jerking off more, you're gonna own 2 cats too. Watch.
Well, hey, watching numbers all day long, watching that thing go up, down, up, mainly up. But man,
it's hard not to jerk off.
It is.
What are you investing in? What's popping off right now?
Oh well, if I got to tell you, then man, I don't know, man. Mostly
not a good sign. If I'm hiring you to be my investor and you tell me that, I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, give me my $12 back.
We're not giving no free shit over here, man. No free shit over here, guys.
You gotta pay the subscription fee.
Hey, but we talked about it in the group chat a little bit, man. BlackBerry, that's going to be the next big thing.
Lil BB,
obviously, AMC is making everybody some money, so that's good.
Yes, it is. We know that they're trying to keep it down the hedges. They're trying to keep it under $40, but it's only a matter of time. Our Gorilla Diamond Hands are squeezing the shit out of this thing, and we are going to the fucking moon.
We're going to
going to the fucking moon.
Hey, get all them
water
out there, man. We're gonna be all right.
That is absolutely true, dude. All the meth that I sell goes straight into meme stocks. All of it.
I mean, I seen Duncan got a new air conditioner this last week from AMC.
Oh, dude, you should see this AC.
And it's huge. So I'm thinking, we get AMC up to $60-$70. I'm gonna get myself air conditioning.
Oh boy!
Oh, hell yeah, boys! Let's go.
Oh, we're gonna have AC.
If AMC hits $100, my family eats lunch this week. Yeah. Hell yeah!
Did you jump in on AMC at all, Matt?
No. I've turned most of my attention to real estate right now. I'm trying to buy a duplex currently. So
that is awesome. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that too. I got a buddy that we need to have on here. I work with him. He's like 32 years old and he owns like 16, 17 rental properties. And this guy is, I'm telling you, he's a G. And
nice.
Keep the roll. He'll be loaded.
That's
I need to reach out to him and have him come on here and talk about that stuff. You would love him, Matt. You really would.
All right.
He's one of those go-getter kind of guys.
Yeah, man.
I need more of those. Speaking of go-getters, Elliot Beaver, what is new in Elliot Beaver's world?
Nothing much at all. Just
that's not true. We just made a big purchase. We just made a big purchase last week or the week before. What did we buy?
Well, sadly, I didn't have stock money to go purchase things with, but we did happen to get some kayaks.
Yeah, and we invited Duncan camping.
No, you did not invite me to ride kayaks.
Yeah, I didn't see no invite either. Guys.
There was no invite.
Don't invite the Carthage guys.
Yeah. In all fairness, I got invited for camping and then got uninvited for camping. Apparently, as I had randomly found out about. But
I'm not going camping.
Well, why would you go camping? I think one night camping would be hilarious.
No, I cannot do that, man.
I think camping would be all right, but I don't know about one night with Beaver camping. I don't know about that.
I think you guys should all 3 share a tent together. That would be
yeah. That's
on one on a twin air mattress, all three of you.
My days
All
of
three be
staying
pitching
up.
it.
My days of staying up camping, getting absolutely shit faced, and passing out at like 4 a.m. and then waking up at 9 o'clock with just sweating bullets because it's 1,000 degrees, and then miserable. And those days are done, boys.
But Dunk,
he's graduated to fighting with his wife, getting kicked out of the house, and passing out on his back.
But Dunk, I just want you to imagine after making those killer ass s'mores right there, we're sitting around the campfire, and all of a sudden you whip out the fucking harmonica.
Oh, dude, around the fire,
around the campfire.
Here I come with my bagpipe.
Fire fucking song.
I would eat this some more. I would fucking look at you boys, and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna head back to my bed, and then I would.
Damn.
Dude, I'm getting fucking awesome.
That is
every pair of panties in the campground is soaked.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna get copyright flags if I keep fucking playing this thing.
You're gonna think we're Blues Traveler.
Shit, I've already out here played corn. I'm sure we've already fucked up somewhere.
But in regards to the kayaks, yes, we did have a nice little time at Eagle Creek Reservoir this past weekend.
Those are nice too. Those are nice little kayaks you boys got there.
Yeah, they weren't even that much either.
I love kayaking, Beaver. I love kayak, so thanks for inviting me.
Hey, no problem, Josh. You can come anytime again with us if you want. You were there in spirit.
Just leave
at one point. At one point, Beaver did pull his dick out and say, "Hey, I wish Josh was here." So
I'm sure he did. Listen,
we did thought we saw a dead body though. We did for a second.
You might have in that river. That's a sketchy place. There's some spots.
I think the greatest thing, up there at Eagle Creek. We went to Eagle Creek, and I told Beaver first. I guarantee. I said, don't drink the water because there's definitely some dead bodies in here somewhere. Definitely.
Listen, you boys load the kayaks up. Come to Knightstown. We'll jump in the Big Blue River. Yeah. We'll float all the way down that son of a bitch. We'll get out here in Carthage. The people do it all the time. They line up this time of year. We'll get out here in Carthage at the house, literally walk up to our houses from the river.
Oh, yeah.
We'll throw some meat on Josh's fucking smoker. I'll play the harmonica. We'll fucking have a driveway fucking party. That'd be lit, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in. My favorite thing about putting in, as far as boats goes, over there at Carthage, is all the syringe needles that float in the water with you.
Watch out! You got to dodge them.
You go. Step careful. Careful.
Do not tip out of your boat. Do
not tip out of the boat because you will get all 7 hepatitises. So
now, were there trees around you guys when you were going down through there? I mean, there's you went through wooded parts, right?
No, as far as the Eagle Creek area, it's literally like a big ass pond. It's called a creek, but I don't think it's much of a creek. It's more.
Just asking.
More lake type.
Have you guys had to deal with these fucking goddamn cicadas yet?
No.
I actually had one that almost caused me to wreck my semi the other day. So that was fun.
Dude, that was Beaver.
I can imagine Beaver going down the road. The cicada lands on the window and he screams like a girl.
I'm in fucking Cincinnati. Got the window rolled down because it's a nice day out. All of a sudden, one of those fucking flies through the window and smacks me right in the fucking face.
How big was it, man?
It was a big one right there.
Beaver. I think one day we're gonna have a fuck counter because sometimes Beaver can say fuck 7 times in the sentence. It's amazing.
I love it.
He's a master fuck master, man.
He's a fuck master.
Fuck master that doesn't fuck. All right.
I got a country route to and from work, and I was on the way home this week. I mean, the first time I heard it, I hear it all the time now, and I know what it is. But the first time I heard it, I'm going, through this, wooded area, down this country road, and I legit thought I had a flat tire. I thought. It was air. I thought something was fucked up with my car. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And I turned over the radio with my windows up. I could hear it. I turned the radio down and I'm sitting there listening to it. And then as soon as I roll the window down, the cicada just screamed, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Echoing through my car.
They're fucking crazy.
Dude, they are fucking the real deal right now.
I got a video from some of the guys that work with me. And they're in they're in Rockville, Indiana out west. And dude, there's just 8 or 9 cicadas on this dude while he's cutting something. They're just crawling all over.
They said they were cocaine.
They were getting.
Hold on.
He was cutting the road, but they're just all over these.
At work, I got you.
Yeah, at work. They're just all over them. They said they were getting attacked all day long.
That's insane, dude.
Let me show you right now the best cicada video there is, and it is of a football player, Fitzmagic. Have you seen the video of Fitzmagic just out there slinging the rock, and a cicada lands in his beard?
I have not seen it.
No, I haven't seen that.
Fitzpatrick.
I did enjoy the first grade photo of him at the.
That was pretty good.
I did like that.
That was pretty. I like that one. That was a good play.
Good play. Good play. Let's share.
I'm surprised we don't have him here. Actually, Josh.
Speaking of which, we found out that Dunk is also a closet Bengals fan this week.
Oh God, here we go.
I wouldn't say that.
I just speak facts.
Look at that.
Just facts, man.
You guys see this shit,
Nice.
Ryan?
Oh, shit.
Damn, that thing's big.
It's huge.
Can you
The
hook
beard
one of
of the
them?
cicada.
Hey, can you hook one of them and catch you a fucking largemouth bass?
I'm pretty sure I used to use those fuckers as bait back in the day.
Aren't they supposed to be? I forget what they're supposed to be considered, but they're supposed to be kind of like crawfish. I want to say.
Yeah,
People eat them. I know that.
People that are allergic to seafood eat them. Or
Yeah,
something.
seafood. Yeah.
Seafood. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Beaver, that's a reptile. Beaver,
No,
they
what
look
is it? Is it like every 7 years? Is that what they say?
17.
17.
Wow.
17. They come out, fuck, and die.
So I will never see these things again.
They just
Really.
fucking
That's
Sounds
a hell of a
sex
life. Beaver, imagine
Come out of the
sleeping for
ground,
17
fucking
years and coming out for 20 minutes, having sex, and going back to sleep. That's a hell
Dude,
of a
imagine-
That'd be more than I would be getting.
That's why
I mean,
Beaver
think
hasn't
about
had
it.
sex yet.
Dunk, you're kind of like a cicada because you
cicada,
only have
yeah.
sex every 17
I
years.
was gonna say, I was gonna say, could you imagine if the human race was like cicadas and we just stayed in our house for 17 years and then we all came out at the same time and just started fucking everywhere?
Dude, it would be perfect for you.
I mean,
It'd
that's
be
pretty-
like the perfect life. Duncan could be a cicada. Let AMC hit 125 and Duncan's gonna be a cicada.
You know for sure there's gonna be a COVID baby boom. Like you're gonna notice like a spike in the birth rate like after COVID because everybody was just locked in their house and fucking like crazy, or they might have been miserable. I don't know. Dunk, were you getting any pussy during
Megan
COVID?
worked. She fucking worked. She was
That's
essential.
no.
Like I remember like I was locked in the house for like 3 months with no work
No.
and like staying up to like 4 a.m. playing MLB The Show. And like literally staying up till she was like getting ready to leave, and I'd be like, "See you, babe," like eating donuts and shit, like in my chair. Yeah, she was not happy about the whole COVID thing
Like,
in my
fuck
situation.
off. Yeah. Oh,
I'll do a load of laundry. I love you.
I tell you what. So I apologize. The reason we've been out is I've been traveling out and about. I went on a fucking 8-day excursion. It was awesome. Probably the coolest vacation I've ever went on in my life. We rented an RV.
You go on one every weekend, dude.
I know, it's been awesome. God damn, I spent about all my savings on this one. It's the most expensive trip I've ever taken. But I rented an RV from Outdoorsy, from a nice, sweet old guy in Nashville, Indiana.
Thought about that name for a while, probably.
Outdoorsy, yeah, I think they did for at least. They got stoned one day and thought about it for about 13 minutes, I think at least. But I go pick this RV up, and I've driven a box truck before, but I've never driven an RV. I drove a few U-Hauls back in the day, but I tell you what, it's another monster. And I am, of course, like, as any responsible person would do, as I'm going to pick this RV up, I get real super stoned.
Yeah, I'm
just like, if I'm super stoned, that's all I'm going to be able to do is focus on the road. So, and
exactly.
I did very well. Driving the sumbitch, it's not a bad ride when you're driving, but if you're in the back, it's a bumpy motherfucker. You got something to say there, Dunk?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I mean, this is how I'm going to tell if you were a true RV or driver guy. What was your clearance?
It's 9, I think 9.7.
9 there. See, all right.
Yeah, because I remember we went under a 10-footer. We went under a 10-footer, and we were a little nervous about it, and we made it. Then we looked it up, and it was 9.7. I was like, damn. I was like, oh yeah,
you went for a 10-footer without looking it up.
I'm telling you right now, I'll go through kind of a play-by-play the whole trip, but I'm telling you the scariest part of the whole fucking trip, and I was climbing mountains and shit. Okay, the scariest part of the whole fucking trip was my brother got super stoned pretty much every fucking day, but got super stoned on the day that we were going to New Hampshire. And I'm telling you, up in New Hampshire, up there in New England, you get really tall. It's not quite comparable to what we've seen in Denver, Beaver, but very tall mountains as far as the Appalachian Mountains are concerned. And we took some back roads, and we're in an RV that weighs fucking thousands and thousands of pounds. I'm stoned out of my mind, and we're going down fucking hills that look like this. And I just remember looking down the road. My Uncle Tim's driving, and I'm just shitting my pants, just holding on for dear life. I told them, I said, if I got a bail, I will. I was ready to jump out the side of that motherfucker.
So you didn't eat a bunch of Uncrustables? I thought that's not why you were shitting.
No, I put out a very thorough rule on the RV. There was no pooping on the RV unless you absolutely could not fucking hold it. Nobody pooped in the RV. But yeah, so it was exciting. Our first stop was Niagara Falls, and I tell you what, you really do not get a feel for Niagara Falls until you're like right next to it and you can hear.
Oh yeah,
the water. It's
epic. Yep,
it's fucking epic.
What's louder, the waterfalls or cicadas?
Ooh,
waterfall.
About the same.
About the same. About the same.
Hey, Beaver, what's your clearance?
My clearance is 13.6, sir.
Hell yeah, Beaver.
And his dick is 3 inches tall. So
that's being generous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Niagara.
Yeah, Niagara was the first stop. Amazing. We stayed there for a couple hours. It was a kind of a short stop as far as the campsite's concerned. We just kind of got out some hot dogs, cooked. Wasn't much of a setup because the next day we left super early and we went to this place called the Gorge Underground or something like that. I'm too stoned to remember the exact name of the place. But it was a trail that took you through the mountain.
In Niagara, did you go on the zip line above the like whirlpool thing?
No, we did not. We didn't do any of the amenities. We just went to the park there and got to see the falls, both sides of the falls. We didn't go to Canada. I wanted to go to apparently if you go to the Canadian side, the view is a lot more cool. So I'm gonna have to do that.
And it's clean, like super, super clean over there.
Yeah.
That's what I remember, but
restrooms are clean too. Restrooms are clean
Canadians.
Too. Yeah. Fucking Canadians, man. God bless them. We didn't see a single moose on the trip. My brother was pretty pissed about that. But yeah, so we went to this place called the Gorge Underground or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. It's pathetic. But amazing place because it was like a trail that went through the mountains, and we went in this gorge. You know, if you know what a gorge is, it's almost like just like kind of you're down in the rocks, and there was a huge ass waterfall. It was super, super cool hike. It was easy.
I've seen your pictures. It looked awesome.
Super, super awesome. Then that campsite, I think either that campsite or the second place we stayed in Maine was my favorite because it was at a KOA. There was like a lot of amenities and stuff. It was just beautiful being surrounded by mountains. Then we get into Maine. I tell you what, if you guys ever get a chance to go to Acadia National Park, it is like the most underrated fucking national park from everywhere I've read. It's beautiful. This place has everything. Like, I'm telling you what, I love going to Florida and seeing the beaches, but I'm telling you right now, Maine has the most beautiful beaches that I've ever seen. I mean, it's second to none. Like, just imagine being at the beach, like everything you got in Florida, because it was nice. It was like in the 70s when we were there, but everything you got in Florida, but you get these big ass fucking glacier rocks, just like all over the beach. It's super awesome, super beautiful. Acadia National Park has, of course, beautiful beaches. They've got mountains, forests, like you're talking about, trees that you don't really have here. I mean, it's just the scenery you don't have here. Black bears. I didn't see any black bears, unfortunately. The moose are up there as well. So you just see a bunch of different wildlife. Gorgeous area. Awesome. I should have invited my brother out because I think the most exciting thing we did, other than as we were leaving New Hampshire, we did take we took a train ride to the top of Mount Washington, which is the tallest mountain in the Appalachian Mountains, or in the Northeast, I believe. You can see 5 states on the top of the mountain, but they actually have a train that'll take you all the way up to the top of the mountain. It was super, super cool. And, like there, you would get up. Hold on, I got to lift the microphone up here for this. Like you would get up as this thing's going up the mountain. You could literally stand like Michael Jackson, like you're at a tilt and you'd be standing straight up. It was pretty wild, but a lot of
you were
fun.
you were like the Yodelay, like on the Price is Right guy?
Yeah. I mean, I should have. I was super stoned for the trip, and I'm getting ready. I'm working on a video. I'm gonna put together a real good video. My brother was pretty good content. My Aunt Vicky, fantastic content. So
did they have like mountain goats?
I did not see any mountain goats, but we've seen a ton on our trip. That was one of my favorite things. I got like within 10 feet of a mountain goat, and the motherfucker wanted to fight me. So
Nice.
just staring me down, waiting for me to fuck with it. I was a little disappointed that we did not see more wildlife. That's the only thing about our trip that I was a little disappointed in. But because I guess the places we went were very populated for the most part. So that was probably so I think next time I go on a trip somewhere, I will make it a point to go to like a zoo or some kind of wildlife preserve because I want to be closer to the wildlife of the area. But yeah, when we went to Denver, Beaver, there was I seen deer. There was a ton of wildlife. Of course, the mountain goats were fucking amazing. I mean, the mountain goats can get higher than the trees out there. Yeah. But yeah, Maine is absolutely gorgeous. The most gorgeous beaches I've ever seen. We went and seen some lighthouses. We actually rented some bicycles. This is what I was going to tell you. Probably the funniest thing that happened on the trip. It's only funny now because he didn't get hurt. Well, he did get hurt, but he's not seriously hurt. But so we rented these bicycles. So of course I took my bike, hooked it to the back of the RV, and everybody else, we had 6 people total with us. So we had 5 rented e-bikes. So they're assist bikes. They're just they look like a mountain bike. But the only difference is it helps you pedal essentially. So like when you get tired, you hit a button, it just gives you an assist on the pedal. So it's like you're not pushing against the force, you literally just pedaling, and the bike goes essentially. Well, I decided to ride my bike and I was like, I'm just going to have to get in the mode where my ass is going to be kicked. Cause you're talking, this ain't fucking flat ass Indiana. I mean, these roads are up and down and up and down and up.
I've been to Tennessee.
Yeah. I mean,
good old Rocky Top.
It's
you can't tell.
I was just like, I need a workout, so I'm gonna make it happen. So I'm leading the pack because I had the directions on my phone, and all of a sudden I just hear metal. I hear behind me, metal hit concrete real loud, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit, what happened? And Taylor looks back and goes, your brother fell. I was like, oh shit. When I turn around, I see my mom. I see my mom on the ground too. So mom was
no
shit.
But let me explain kind of what happened. So Greg was talking to my
fall, and then your mom hit
Greg,
bike.
I wish because I had the GoPro. I had the GoPro attached to my bike. And I was taping. I didn't tape I wish I was behind him and taped the wreck now that he did not get seriously hurt because, from what I've heard, this is kind of what happened from his point and like literally from everybody else what they saw. I mean, we were going pretty fast. We're going down a hill at the time. We're probably going at least 20 miles an hour. And I think Greg said he looked down before then and he was going 18 miles per hour. So like around the time he crashed, he was going around 18, 20 miles per hour. And he was talking to my Uncle Tim, and they were like side by side. Greg was closer to the shoulder of the road, and he veered off to the side of the road, and his front tire went off the side of the road. And Greg kind of, instead of just slowing down just naturally and kind of composing yourself, and he thought he could just hop the front tire back on the road. Well, somehow his handlebars got twisted, and Greg did a complete flip over the handlebars, crashed on the road, and apparently rolled a few times. And I can't remember if it was my Aunt Vicky or my mom that said Greg hit the pavement so hard that he bounced. Like he fucking smacked the pavement. Jesus. And my brother's he's a big guy, and he had at first we thought his arm was broken. He had this big ass fucking welt on his arm. It did not look good at all. But, we got it moving, and thankfully he just bruised it really fucking bad. But, yeah, as I was looking back, my mom was more worried about Greg that she crashed her bike, too.
Now, when you say your brother, you mean Josh's doppelganger, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Same
Josh's twin.
So if you don't know Greg, just picture Josh going over the handlebars and bouncing off the road.
I actually got a bruise on my arm just hearing the story. So,
it was thank God that he didn't get seriously injured, but I wish I would have got on tape because from what I've heard, he hit hard.
Man,
glad you're doing all right, Greg.
Yep.
Love you, Greg.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
Matt, I have a suggestion, Matt. Whenever you do your video, let's make sure you put some audio of Dunkman, harmonica guy here, doing some harmonica.
Yeah, write me a song and I'll play it over the ocean views and shit with all the drones in the ocean.
You gotta put original music. You know what I mean?
Harmonica.
I think everybody would be like picturing like some like easy reggae or something that's gonna kind of get this in the mood, and you're just gonna hear your drunk ass doing.
It's gonna sound like some special needs kid trying to. Trying to play harmonica.
Come on, Beaver taught you harder, or taught you better than that. Blow a little harder, buddy.
I can't be too loud, man. I don't want to.
You don't want to wake up the wife. He's not going to get a hand job later. So come on.
Yeah, I don't want to get all these women turned on.
There's like there's a lot of panties that might get wet in cars.
My dogs are behind me licking each other's ass. So
doors open.
Garage door. Yeah, garage doors open. I don't want them flocking in here like fucking zombies, horny zombies.
You don't want that.
Yeah, this is Josh's time to get away from his wife. We don't want her coming over in the garage and watching what's going on. Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely not. So I tell you what, some words of advice. If you do go to Maine and you want to go look at the lighthouses, do not take a big 30-foot RV because these lighthouses were built in the 1800s. Most of them don't really have parking lots, and the roads are probably 5 foot wide.
Oh shit.
So getting through these roads, it was very, very challenging. Very, very challenging, but super cool. And I was our second stop in Maine. It was called Meadowbrook Camping Area, and it was probably the most beautiful campsite that we stayed at because all these like evergreen trees. Excuse me. And you're right in the middle of the woods. We were kind of on a cliff, and we could see like the ocean from the cliff, the top of the cliff. Like you could actually go down and see the water. It was real cool. And they had a paintball. If I stayed, I would like to stay at this campground for a week because they had a paintball area. You could take your buddies out and shoot the fuck out. And they had trails that kind of led to the ocean. It was just super, super beautiful. Then we went to Salem, Massachusetts. So I am not only a huge horror movie fan, but a huge history buff. So I always want to go and check out Salem and see all the history behind the witch trials that happened, in the 1600s. And it's pretty cool, and they have one of the coolest things there is they have all them shops where the mediums are at. And they also have like witch shops where they sell like just different potion stuff. And like they have potion books and all kinds of crazy stuff. Like it's everything you can imagine. It's super cool though. But the coolest thing was the old cemeteries there. Like I was just enamored and so excited to be there just for the cemeteries. But go ahead, Doug.
Them shops, your brother posted a picture in one of them shops of like all them glass dildos.
Yes, and absolutely.
I was laughing pretty hard, and I went to the comments, and some chick was like, what did they use those for? And your brother replied, big spells and whatnot. Dude, Greg's the best, dude.
Oh yeah, he must have hit his head too on that. Yeah, I was thinking that too because they had like all this random stuff, and we looked down and there's like quartz fucking dick. So I thought about buying one to put. I thought about getting you one for your new Christmas gift. I was like, how do I up old bobble dick there? So it's gonna have to be quartz penis.
Yeah, I would 1,000% put a witch dildo in front of Reggie here, boys. Beaver would have done that.
Beaver would have loved to have one.
Yeah, AMC would take off if you got a quartz dildo from a witch shop on your table there. AMC is hitting $100 for sure.
Oh, pray to it and stuff. Yeah, I mean, for sure.
I think Diamond Hands can use a quartz dildo.
Yeah, I just imagine Dunk every day. Dunk, every time you go to masturbate, you just jerk off the quartz dildo. I think that brings luck, So you'd probably be doing it about 6 times a day.
Yep. I probably sit on it while I masturbate.
Dude, that's the move. That's the move right there, bro.
That's the play. That's the play for sure.
And listen to like what's a witch song? I don't know.
I just play like Sabrina the Teenage Witch's fucking.
Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is.
So Rob Zombie has a couple witch songs.
Yeah, Rob Zombie.
You can probably get down with that.
Sure. Yeah. Also, our last stop was New York City. New York City, and I tell you what. I will say this about New York. I expected there to be more assholes in New York. It was surprisingly not as bad as I thought. New York City.
Here. You didn't hear that? You didn't hear that? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, Taylor said it kind of helped that we used Uber instead of taxi drivers because apparently taxi drivers are like the worst fucking of the worst people there. So I'm kind of disappointed I missed out on that because I kind of want to get in a shouting match.
Yeah, you got to get in a dollar cab.
But who the fuck are you?
I think the best thing I did is you told me I couldn't. Spider-Man on camera with that. He wanted no part. He knew he was messing with fucking. No.
Yeah, that was good.
He straight went bitch.
Yeah. Do you see what I mean though? Right there, around there, all those fucking people.
The coolest thing, and we got a little. The GoPro died before the thing actually happened, but they have street performers. So if you've ever been to like Fremont Street in Vegas, it's very similar to that.
Dude, you'll see street performers better than like shit you'll hear on the radio in New York.
Yeah, I got picked for one of the street performances, and I got jumped by a black guy. And I don't mean that. I don't mean that as he tried to take my wallet. He literally jumped over me.
Damn.
Yeah. It was pretty legit. Like I'm standing there in a crowd of like 300 people, and he's like, he picked one guy. He's like, I need some sexy white guys, and he picked one guy out. And then he turned around.
Then he said, I need a bald fucking idiot.
I need a bald drunk piece of shit. Yeah.
I mean, goddamn, he's jumping. What's he jumping over? 5'2"?
Yeah.
Not that big of an accomplishment.
Yeah. So he picks me out of the audience. And Taylor's like, she was like, I just knew he was going to pick you for some reason. And like, I'm telling you what, like it always happens. Like when I went to Nickelodeon Studios as a kid, I got picked to be on Slime Time Live. I think I've told you that like here on the show. Like,
yeah, because I told you I did too when we were at Universal.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Got Slime. There. Yeah, it's not even there anymore. Unfortunately, how fucking disappointing is that?
Hey, when he jumped you though, did he palm your back or anything, or did he clear you?
He cleared me. And the only way he jumped, his buddy stuck a finger in his butt. So that's how the only way he jumped that high. So.
Okay.
No, but like what he did, he picked like 6 people out of the audience, and we literally like stood like all in a row, and he did like a fucking somersault over. It was fucking wild.
What?
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I mean, we had to like we were like in formation. We weren't standing completely up, but it was an impressive jump. And unfortunately,
that was on Times Square.
Yeah, the GoPro died before he actually did that, but I think Taylor got it on her phone. And if she did, I will have video of that in the video I made.
Yeah, you got to post that, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That should have been the first thing he sent us.
Pretty legit, but got to see the Empire State Building. Got to see, I didn't go to the Statue of Liberty. Apparently, it's like to go to the Statue of Liberty, it's like a 3-hour thing. Like you have to. Like,
that's why I didn't. Yep, that's why I didn't do it either.
Yeah,
I saw it from the
afar.
Like,
do it either.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was cool. The 9/11. I'd say probably the coolest thing I seen was the 9/11 monument.
I went there too, and it was awesome.
It's very surreal. Very surreal. Just really pretty, and it was just really surreal. Super cool. Of course, I told you guys that the line I went to. Of course, I had to go see the Stock Market Bowl. The Merrill Lynch Bowl, and the line to take a picture with the bull's testicles was longer than a line to get a picture in front of the bull. So that was amazing as well. So of course I got a picture with the thing's testicles. Go ahead.
Was there a lot of AMC talk going on when you were there?
Yeah, a lot of AMC talk. There was a lot of new stock market people. You had a lot of people on Wall Street that looked like Kenny Powers. It was he'd been taking over.
Like people like me.
Yeah, curly mullets and cut off shirts. It looked like right out of Carthage, Indiana.
I think we're gonna go ring the bell here in a couple weeks.
Dude, I wish you would have, when you were there, you would have put on like a gorilla costume and acted like you were fucking the bull. That would have been the best.
Yeah, I should have. I should have just pulled my dick out and tried to fuck it. I told my
gorilla costume though.
So my Uncle Tim was carrying the entire trip, and I told him, I said,
you're not allowed in New York. I mean, that's
he won't
a year.
Well, he didn't go into New York City with it, but I'm just saying he was carrying the whole trip. I said, Tim, how brave are you? I said, I think you should go into New York City and just go to New York City and just start firing your gun off when you get drunk tonight.
Yeah. He wouldn't be back here. Right?
Yeah.
No, he would not. See you, Tim.
Yeah. Good luck in New York prison.
But yeah, it was an amazing trip. We also, I think the worst thing I was so terrified, and I bought insurance. The insurance was expensive as fuck. It would cost me $46 a day to fucking insure this RV. So, but thankfully we did. It cost me $46 a day, and we broke a $36 bracket on the trip. So it cost me like $300 to insure the RV for a $36 fuck up. But yeah, so we hit a barricade in New York, and it damn near knocked the awning completely off. That was the only mishap in the trip as far as the RV is concerned. We also twice filled up the sewage tank, and it happened once while Taylor was taking a shower. So the tub started overflowing. So that was one fuck up. Then we were like literally 15 minutes from home, and the toilet was overflowing. So we had to find some place to dump the toilet like last second before we got home, because the RV started smelling like piss. Oh, but I tell you what, like a lot of people complain about the RV, but I really took in the experience, even all the suck that came with the RV. I had such a great time. But I think next time we do it, I will rent a pool behind, and I'll be driving a truck, and we'll be in like a truck for that, instead of actually in the RV. But yeah, it was a fucking amazing trip. I'm so happy I went.
It's awesome, man. It sounds badass. Sounds awesome.
It looked really awesome, man. It looked like
you could have used a harmonica.
I could have used a little harmonica, definitely. Maybe some bagpipes there on the ocean.
I mean, I would have opened up like a guitar case and played harmonica and made us some money. You know what I mean?
For sure. I could see that.
Sure.
Duncan definitely could have made your insurance money back.
He would have just sold you some great investment advice.
Yeah, at least you filled up. I mean, I don't know how big's a harmonica case. I don't know if you can collect much money in that thing.
Enough. I mean, big bills only. Yeah.
you could probably put at least 20 quarters in that bitch.
I'd have been out front of Wall Street just fucking. I bought my AMC.
Dude, I don't know. I sent a video. I sent a video to my brother, and goddamn, I need to figure out how to pull it up here on the show. But this dude, I think he was cracked out, but I think he thought he was a street performer. And hold on, let me see if I can pull the video. You won't be able to
for my next trick, I'm gonna smoke a 20 rock, and then jump over this bald fat white guy.
Hold on just a second.
I'm gonna pick the shortest guy in the crowd to show how awesome I am.
All right, so this guy literally thought he's a street performer. He was basically on crack, and Taylor's pretty convinced he was singing, but I think he was just cracked out. Hold on, see if you can hear this. That way? Okay. This way. Oh, girl. Okay. So I was literally right in his face taping him, but I was pretending like
he was cracked out.
He was
like, he reminded me, no joke. If you guys have seen Lil Nicky, he literally looked and sounded like the guy that was like, "Oh my God, Satan is here!" The guy on the street, like outside of the subway. Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck is going on? This place is larger than life. It's real." And the coolest thing about New York
is eye-opening.
It's so cool because literally everything. Like if you Beaver, they probably have stores dedicated just to cat dads like you. Like literally everything you can think of, you can find in New York. Like there's a shop for it.
I gotta say though, Matt, the one thing you didn't do that you should have done is like I did. This is how I ended my trip to New York. I went to Yankee Stadium. Went to a Yankee game.
That would be cool.
You got to
the Bronx.
Awesome.
We did drive.
Bronx,
drive by not Market. Shit, I about said Market Square. Jesus, we did drive by Madison Square Arena. Is that what it is?
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden.
That's right down there. That's down from Times Square, right?
Yeah, so we drove by Madison Square Garden, and we were an Uber driver, and I said, sorry, Reggie Miller broke your hearts in there, guys, a few times.
They were still playing in the playoffs around that time, I want to say.
Yeah.
Was Julius Randle just fucking still broke, staying outside of the place?
We also another cool thing we did when we went to Central Park. Did you go to Central Park while you were there, Chris?
That's no, I didn't make it there. Like because we were almost to Central Park. Like we had a plan, and we didn't take in the fact like we were Indiana kids. Like it takes forever, and we parked like at the Tribeca and went to the 9/11 thing, and then just walked up. You know,
it takes it's huge
forever, dude. Like we ended up having to take subways to get to Yankee Stadium, so we didn't make it to Central Park because I wanted to see Central Park and I wanted to see where Lennon was killed.
Yep, got to see that. We did get to see that, so I got pictures of that. That'll be part of the video too.
Do they have they have something there, like where he was killed? Like
they have. It says "Believe" and it's got like a little monument there in the thing called Strawberry Fields.
That's awesome.
And you can actually see the apartment, like where they live, where him and Yoko live. That's pretty cool. We took a 30-minute carriage ride. Yeah, we had some dude from the Middle East pull us around on a bicycle in the park. It was awesome. For a little carriage ride. Yeah, it was because it was raining, so we got this little carriage, to keep us out of the rain. Gave us a tour of the park, and the coolest thing is he knew every spot. Excuse me. Every spot in that place where a movie had been filmed, like everywhere. It was super cool. Like he took us all around, my favorite place is I used to watch. Well, I still do sometimes, but Impractical Jokers all the time, and seeing like where the Impractical Jokers do all their jokes.
You see the pigeon lady, dude, from Home Alone?
Yes, I did. She still lives out there. Yeah,
the bar where How I Met Your Mother was filmed.
Dude, another place I wanted to go to was Rucker Park, and I didn't make it to Rucker Park.
We didn't even go to Brooklyn at all. I wish I would have went.
We should just go.
Rucker Park would be legit. Like I thought it was cool. Like I was walking through the Tribeca, and like. I mean, it's just concrete jungle, like they said. I mean, just fucking shit everywhere. Like people city never sleeps. Like you have to see it to understand. And I remember walking in, like seeing like fenced in, like basketball courts and like people playing ball and stuff. And I don't know, it was awesome. New York, I loved it.
We need to take a highly inappropriate New York trip.
It is a place to visit, but there is no way I could live there.
Would
dude.
love to spend a weekend with Doug.
I mean, I spent probably of my trip. I probably, as far as my spending money is concerned, I spent half. Was gone for 8 days. I spent half the money that I spent on the trip was during New York. Was at New York.
You kidding me? Like I went and bought a pack of cigarettes in New York, and it was like $26.50. And I went, what? And they were like, and then they, like I said on the show, the guy behind me was like, "Your first time? You're not from here. First time in New York, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he had a Michigan shirt on. And he was there doing an internship, like he was, went to Michigan, and he was like, "Yeah, I got the shock value too when I first got here."
Damn.
Yeah, well, I mean, we took Ubers a few times. Unfortunately, we fucked up by not recording how many miles we walked, but I guarantee we walked probably 5-6 miles that day. But we took Ubers, so we took 4 Uber rides, and each one was over $50. So it cost us $100 to tour Central Park for a half hour.
How much it cost you to park that RV?
Oh, expensive. That was the most expensive campsite.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even a campsite.
Parking our car for the day was like $80.
It was $136.
That sounds like a terrible ass trip.
At the RV park.
Beaver's I'm glad you're awake, Beaver.
Oh, you don't want to know. I spent $5,400 on this vacation. Altogether.
I'm talking about just going to New York City. Just sounds terrible.
No, sounds
like spending all your damn money.
Yes, New York. Yeah, New York is a lot like Vegas. You don't want to go for more than like 3 days because you will be broke, for sure. Had a great time though. I'm so glad I went. Have been saving up for this trip for a long time, and got to go with all my family and my girlfriend. It was pretty awesome time. So.
Man, it looked good. It looked good. Probably well worth every bit of money. You can always make more money. It's some memories, man.
Yeah, sell some crack cocaine or something.
Yeah.
Or just buy some stock.
Yeah, and buy some stocks, man.
Yeah, I mean, Dunk's always looking for crack. Has anybody watched anything over the last two weeks, Dunk? You've been on the Netflix. What's going on? Is there anything to watch?
Army of the Dead came out.
I haven't watched it yet. Is it good, Beef?
It's pretty cool, but some like over the top shit with it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of people like say you either love it or you hate it. Like there's no in between.
It's got some cool shit about it. Like I said, there's some very over the top stuff with it. So, and this is a zombie movie, so that just should give you an idea. But yeah, it's for the most part, it's pretty cool. I thought.
I'm definitely gonna check it out, and don't make fun of me, but Cruella
I want to see it.
Is on my to watch list.
I want to see it this weekend.
Went to see it with the girlfriend and her daughter, and I was impressed.
I thought you said I want to see it. You did go see it?
I did go see it. I was impressed. With the soundtrack of the movie. It was phenomenal. The soundtrack was one of the best soundtracks I've heard in the movie. Like it was all like 70s and 80s hits.
Is it good though? The movie good?
Yeah, the movie is super. I mean, I
heard Emma Stone kills it.
Yeah, she does a great job. I mean, as far as adults like in Disney movies, it's as good as it's going to get. It's pretty good.
It kind of looks like it's the Disney Nut version of the Joker.
Yep.
That's what it is.
It's a prequel.
Like.
I mean, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah,
we need more prequels. That's another question I wanted to ask you guys. Sorry to interrupt you again, Matt, but like how they did the Joker, Joker before the Joker. Now they're doing like Cruella de Vil, before Cruella de Vil. What prequel do you guys want to see of movies like before they became what they were?
I will say, although it's already been made, how Rob Zombie showed a little bit more of how Michael Myers became Michael Myers. I thought that was cool. Sweet. But I would like to see more prequels of horror movies to find out why, why Jason became, and why Freddy Krueger,
Leatherface.
Yeah.
Didn't they kind of do Jason? Wasn't there kind of a prequel Jason? Maybe not.
Somewhat.
I'm not a big horror guy. I'm not sure.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, just learning more about him.
This is off the rails too, Matt. And this is way out of left field. But I thought about this because your pop things that you have.
Yeah.
Like how you have all the horror ones and all the movie guys. Did you know that there's shit inside their heads?
Like the actual shit, like dog shit or what?
No. Listen, like all them pop things that you have. If you took a saw, like it's hard plastic, and just take one that don't mean shit to you, and you saw the head, like literally saw like where the head is, and open it up. Yeah. There's like a baggie of like things about that person inside the heads of all those.
Seriously?
Swear to God, saw like 18 TikToks on it.
Friend of the show, Rob Hart, has 1 million of them.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I saw it. I sent it to you. You ignored me, obviously. Like
no, I did watch it, but he had a brain in his head.
He always ignores my text, man.
He stopped
sending it. Look, and I sent it to him, all excited for him to see it, and then I just about an hour later.
You know what prequel I'd like to see?
What's that?
Oh, my bad. Go around here.
No, I'd like to see the prequel of what happened to Coach Dale. Why did he get fired in order to go to Hickory?
Oh, like the Hoosiers.
Let's see the origin story of him.
I like
talking about Morristown native.
You're stupid, dude.
What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, Morristown what?
Morristown native.
Yeah,
that's where he went to high school at.
Yeah, the coach of Milan High School went to Morristown as a Morristown High School graduate.
Yep.
Do you guys have like a plaque or you have stuff in your?
There is a.
He's in our Hall of Fame. He's in our Hall of Fame, I believe.
Oh, nice. I see. You learned me something. I didn't know that.
You just thought I was fucking with you.
I think my prequel though, man, it's kind of tough. Like, mine would be like I want to know like the backstory of like famous porn stars.
So I want prequels to porn. I want to find out why this girl's a whore.
Yeah, I want to know like
I want to find out why her dad left her and why she became a whore.
Like I want like Brie Olson's like prequel movie. You know,
how did
it starts out with her. She's getting.
You know what I mean? I think that would be good.
It starts out in junior high.
That's our porn.
A train ran on her.
Hey, that's the porn.
I'm pretty sure that stuff's illegal.
Didn't they do that for musicians?
I don't want the graphic details. I just want to know the backstory.
Yeah, we make that movie. We'll be in prison. I'll be.
The musicians thing is kind of popular too, where they did it for like Elton John and
Eminem,
Freddie Mercury.
I mean,
they're gonna have
those two.
Although 8 Mile was kind of Eminem's life, they're gonna have to make a movie. They're gonna have to make a movie on Eminem for sure.
Our Prince. Had they made a Prince? I think a Prince would be good. Prince movie. Not a big Prince guy?
Nah, not really.
Prince
not really.
Prince is that guy.
I mean, I ain't got no problem with him. I went to a football game and he was like a couple rows behind me in the box. But
I mean, he did put on the greatest Super Bowl halftime show.
No, I didn't try. He was in the box like 8 rows behind us, just like sitting out. It was at a Vikings game and he's all like watching them. And it was really weird because the dude's like, you wouldn't imagine him to be at a Vikings game.
I mean, he's Minnesota. That's where he's from. He's in a Tonka,
He's
dude.
in the box.
I mean, fuck.
He's in the box all.
Hey,
really? That's how he would clap? Like, he's so feminine and cool, dude.
Yeah,
smooth
as fuck, dude. Smooth as fuck.
He's the smoothest of the smooth.
Smooth.
All I want to know is, did he try to serve you pancakes?
I wish he would have.
Dude, I tell you right now, if Matt was there, that motherfucker would have jumped over him, dude.
Yeah,
he would have jumped over.
100%. I hope so. I would have gave you
musician wise though. That is a good one.
Oh, he's one of the goats. He's one of the goats.
What about an Ozzy? What about an Ozzy movie?
I mean, Ozzy movie. I've seen every Ozzy documentary. They're all fantastic. So, but yes, an Ozzy movie would be fantastic. Didn't they just put out an A&E special on him?
I don't know. Was Ozzy's like mom and dad cool, or do you have issues?
They were just your typical
British family, like
typical British hardworking steel factory working family, like very poor. I think there were 6 kids in like a 1-bedroom house.
How do you turn into that?
How do you turn into what?
All aboard or whatever.
I mean, just because honestly, he's probably got ADHD and he's always just been like the guy that stands out, and.
Let's be honest though. Nobody really knew who the fuck he was until like Post Malone. Post Malone. Yes.
Post Malone.
Post Malone got him. He brought him back from the dead, like this podcast. But
Sharon's what made him big. Sharon's who made him big.
Didn't he? Doesn't he have like some kind of like superhuman ability to consume drugs and stuff? Like
no. So they did it.
Normal.
You have to.
They didn't experiment on him.
That same ability, yeah.
I have the book. It's called Ask Dr. Ozzy, and they talk about it in the book. So a famous story, and I can't remember what they're doing. I think they were doing a scope in his ass, like they were checking him for colon cancer.
Yeah.
It was after Sharon got diagnosed. So Sharon, his wife, had colon cancer, like in the early 2000s.
Survivor, then, yeah.
Yeah, she's a survivor.
Huh.
still alive.
It's crazy how you do that when you have money, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody seems to survive.
Fucking
it's crazy. But yeah, so they're scoping Ozzy. The story is they're scoping Ozzy's ass, and of course, for this they put you under. Dunk, you can confirm.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there.
Apparently, they had to give Ozzy like 4 times the normal dosage of to put him out because they kept giving it to him, and he was like just as fine as can be. Like they give him and he would just be talking like normal. I can't feel it, Doc. I can't.
He wasn't talking normal.
Normal for Ozzy. Normal for Ozzy.
Yeah, so they were, and by the 4th time he finally went under. But they tell that story. But yeah, he's got some sort of genetic code in him, like, or he's just more like
it's called doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
and you become immune. Like that's just. It's like drinking beer. Like when you're a kid, you drink your first beer, it fucks you up, and then if you do it every day, you're not gonna get fucked up. Anybody
Ozzy, become an alcoholic.
Yeah, Ozzy did so many drugs. He's in most people's. When you say like rock star drug use, he's in everybody's top 3. It's like him, Keith Richards, and
Keith. Yeah, I was gonna say Keith.
Yeah.
Joe Walsh is up there too, dude.
Yeah, it's.
I played the Joe Walsh interview on Bob and Tom, where him and Ozzy said that him and Ozzy were talking on the phone, and Ozzy was like, I didn't know that we played concerts together. And Joe Walsh was like, what? We never toured together. And he's like, I didn't think so. I got the posters. He said, I found the posters.
One of my favorite Ozzy stories is actually from Henry Rollins, and he didn't announce who it was at first, but he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking about, he's like, one of my musician buddies. He goes, he's at a venue, and he goes, every time he plays a show, he still gets nervous. And he was talking about Ozzy, but he didn't say it was Ozzy at first. He said he came up to Henry Rollins of Black Flag and said, he goes, what if nobody's out there tonight? Because Henry noticed that Ozzy was super nervous before the show, and he's like, Ozzy, what's going on? What's the problem? And Ozzy's like, what if nobody shows up to see me play? And Henry Rollins goes, you can't get one more motherfucker in that door right now. And Joe Rogan asked, who was it? And he was like, Ozzy. And it's like, how the hell does Ozzy Osbourne, after fucking 40, 50 years of making music, still get nervous that people are going to show up to the show?
Well, what's crazy is feeling like that is probably what makes him great.
Great.
You know what I mean? Like
he always brings it.
Yeah, he's always trying to bring it. Yeah.
Going off the rails.
I just don't get how he can and then get behind the mic and just be like
crystal clear.
Just sing his fucking ass off.
Well, that's part. They said part of. So he's got a hereditary disease. He takes medication for it. Like when he's trying to think about what he has to say, he struggles. But kind of like shooting a basketball, you got muscle memory. It's the same thing with singing or playing an instrument. Once you've done it so much, you don't even really have to think about it. So that's with him with singing. It's like he just like you in that harmonica, Dunk. But like with him with singing, he says he can sing because he doesn't have to think about it. It's just he's done it for 50 fucking years, so he just does it. And
he's saying Crazy Train like 500,000 times by now.
And I will say this, dude. You know me. I'm not a big rock guy, death metal guy. I love my old school, like.
What are you talking about? Your favorite artist is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, what you guys would call, your kayak rock. You know what I mean? Like little Bob Seger or shit like that. But I don't get into the hard stuff. But Ozzy has always. He's always, I don't want to say mesmerized, but always been like that enigma. You know what I mean? Like that. Like
he is the rock star. He is.
He's the like. I'm interested. You know what I mean? Ozzy. Like, but
when are him and Jay-Z gonna do a collab together?
They would be fucking electric.
Do you know Ozzy and DMX did a song together?
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Shit.
I don't know this.
Also, him and Busta Rhymes did a song together. It's pretty badass. They did like a remake of Iron Man. It is fucking incredible.
I think you're making shit up, dude.
I'll pull it up right now. I can't.
Don't play it. We'll get strikes. But what album was the DMX one on it? Because I have like every DMX album.
Well, I don't know if it was on DMX album, but Ozzy, it was featured in a movie, I want to say, but it's on his box set. He's got a whole CD of like just off like he does. He remakes. I can't remember.
Staying Alive.
Staying Alive with Miss Piggy, I think.
I know the. Oh, what was the big one that the rap remake of Ozzy? It was huge.
Oh, Lil Jon.
Trick Daddy.
Lil Jon. Yeah,
of course.
That was Crazy Train, right?
Crazy Train.
Crazy Train.
Yep.
Speaking of crazy trains, we got to talk. We haven't talked we don't talk much sports on the show anymore, but
hey, we have not had a show for how long?
Yeah.
And we started at 7
dead,
o'clock.
bro.
We're firing through these news stories, dude. This is going to be a 2-hour episode for the fans out there. Let's get through this. We got 40 minutes.
NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs. I think that my favorite thing that's happened in the NBA playoffs was the other day. Remind me, why am I having a brain? Jazz. Who are the Clippers playing right now? Jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah. Jazz.
Paul George is at the playoff line. The entire fucking arena is yelling, "Playoff P, playoff P." In true Paul George fashion,
Pandemic P is his real name.
Yeah, he bounces that fucking ball right off the front of the room.
Dude, my favorite thing with that was with the Mavericks after the game, where it looked like it looked like George took to do a jersey swap with Luka, and Luka was like, nah, dude.
Luka
laughed at him.
They did it later.
Laughed at him and didn't do a jersey swap.
They did it later.
Dude, take your fucking prima donna bitch ass back to.
And I don't care if there's another story to that. Beaver, shut the fuck up.
Beaver, don't ruin the show.
Don't ruin my fucking what I thought.
I know we all want to be a Paul George hater at this point in time, but.
Yeah, every time Beaver talks, play that shit.
I do think the Clippers win that series, and Clippers were my original pick to represent the West, but man, the Suns just look tough right now. Devin Booker.
It does not matter because nobody's beating Brooklyn, dude.
No, I don't.
They're getting their shit pushed in right now as we speak, though. I will say.
I know because I picked the Bucks tonight. They'll win this game, and then Brooklyn will not lose another game in the playoffs. Book it.
I put money on the Nets to win it all this year. So
yeah, I did too. I got a future bet. Listen to this, a future bet, Beef. $5. I placed this motherfucker like before Christmas. $5. Nets to win it all. Kevin Harvick to finish top 3 in the points. The Dodgers to win the NL. The Dodgers to win the NL, and the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. Not win the Super Bowl, go to the Super Bowl.
They're no
4. That's 4. $5 to win like $650.
Hold on, you're picking the Chiefs again this year. You're picking the Chiefs again this year to go to the Super Bowl.
If they have Patrick Mahomes, I'm picking them every year.
All I know is that apparently the Bengals have just about as good of a chance to go to the Super Bowl at this point.
No, the Bengals, dude, if Burrow is healthy, I'm telling you, and their O-line is healthy, dude, the reason Burrow got destroyed is because they lost 2 of their best offensive linemen that are like first-round picks. Like, if those linemen were not hurt, I'm telling you right now, if those linemen
and their defense was absolutely trash as well.
Even the Bengals fans like, yeah,
it wasn't great.
But I will tell you this. Burrow is capable of winning shootouts like Peyton in his second year, and that's what I was trying to say in that group chat.
Hey,
and that's why I said I know
Joey
Peyton.
B. I love Joey
Peyton
B.
didn't get his.
Hey, my brother's in the live feed here. He said, "Hey, brother, what's up, brother?" He's got to tell me. Greg thinks
the Bucks are going to win this series. No fucking way.
I don't think.
Greg just lost his. He must have hit his head on that.
Greg, the Bucks winning this series is more likely to happen than you driving a bicycle down a mountain, dude.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Bro, I don't know if you missed, but I did tell the story of you crashing your bike, and they still their condolence.
But other than the playoffs going on, the Pacers did can their coach, which is the right call too.
Thank God.
Yeah, the locker room did not like that guy.
Didn't sound like he was a very good dude.
Yeah, they did not. They weren't too fond of that guy.
What came out on him was just pretty damning.
Did you guys hear that that LeBron James has 2 new accolades though? Well, hold on, before I get into that, Josh, you're gonna say something. What were you gonna say, buddy?
Go ahead with what you're saying. I probably shouldn't say what I'm gonna say.
No, go ahead. Didn't say it. Absolutely.
Hey, it's happened before, boys.
Go ahead.
What I was gonna say is I'm gonna guess this next coach is not gonna be a Caucasian.
No, he will not.
Yeah, because they made such a big deal about. They made such a big deal about us not doing something or another. I don't know, but
the top 2 candidates right now are both Caucasians.
Nah, fuck that. They're not hiring either one of them.
Who's the top 2 candidate?
Stotts and
no clue.
If Budenholzer gets fired after this series,
I think it's gonna be Mark Jackson.
He's the number 1.
Budenholzer and Stotts not happening, man.
I think it's gonna be Mark Jackson.
What's Budenholzer? The Hawks?
He's the Bucks.
Oh, okay.
I'm going Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson, left field. Mark Jackson.
Mark would not leave ESPN. He's making too much money.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not.
Yeah. Mama, there goes that man. He's not coming back.
I want to hire Jermaine.
I wouldn't mind.
Jermaine O'Neal will be a coach.
What
if they announce? Ready?
Steven Jackson and
Kevin Pritchard comes out. Yeah, we would like to announce the new head coach of the Indiana Pacers.
Steven Jackson and Ron Artest, dude, sitting right
co-coaching.
I would never go to a Pacer game ever again.
Dude, I'll tell you.
Yeah, right, dude. You would love him.
I
want Meta World Peace to become our head coach, and the Pacers win the finals. And
I want Ron Artest coaching. I want Ron Artest coaching Little League. Yeah,
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you somebody that I would like to see is that fucking Kwame Brown. If we can get him off the track.
Yes.
Kwame Brown. Off the track. That's a real one right there.
Just talking shit after every game.
Let's just get Kwame in there, man. Let's do it.
We need some edge, man.
Yeah,
we do. We need edge.
We need to fucking do. We got to do something because just flopping around in mediocrity just ain't gonna cut it, man.
Yeah, they need to get rid of one of the two bigs. There you go.
Let's quit being the 6th seed in the fucking Eastern Conference and losing in the second round.
Said it a million times, boys. Only time the Pacers will ever win an NBA championship is if a legend, LeBron caliber guy comes out of Indiana, gets drafted to the NBA, and becomes a free agent, like with the Cavs.
Wasn't that supposed to be Romeo Langford?
And wants to come back home and play in his home state. That's the only way that we win it.
It would have been great.
I was praying it was Romeo, but no, it don't look like that's going to pan out.
It's not Romeo. It's probably not Trey Lyles. It's
none of them are going to pan out, but we'll know when we see it.
Mike Conley.
When we see it. We'll have one. We'll have one.
Gordon Hayward was supposed to be a Pacer.
Yeah. Fuck him.
He wasn't like a phenom.
I was never big on Hayward coming here.
It's got to be a generational guy.
I still wish that trade would have been pulled off, though.
It's got to be a generational guy from Indiana come out and want to come back to Indiana and play.
Probably could have been Steve Alford, but we picked Reggie instead. That was
motherfuckers.
Steve Alford.
Motherfuckers.
That fucking douchebag blocked me on Twitter.
Steve Alford would have won it, man.
Oh, man. All right. So LeBron James has 2 new accolades, guys. He just got voted the biggest whiner in the NBA and also the most hated guy in the NBA. So congratulations, LeBron. Congratulations, LeBron. So the greatest thing is the biggest whiner is actually voted on by NBA executives in an informal survey of NBA officials and NBA executives.
The execs vote on this?
Oh,
yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
And they voted LeBron.
They're probably pissed because he does a better job building teams than they do.
Yeah.
That is probably true.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah. There's one player who clearly stood above the others when it comes to complaining on the court. Woodfull detailed. That's LeBron James, a Los Angeles Lakers superstar, obviously. So Woodfull went on to relay some of the comments he received from the poll participants. While most agreed that James has a bad habit of frequently complaining, some were willing to give the superstar the benefit of the doubt. LeBron is whining all the time, a veteran scout said of James. He's been a whiner since day one. Another longtime scout said, LeBron sure does whine, but you know what? When I've seen him complain to an official, he's usually right.
Yeah.
The executive said since James has been and still is the face of the NBA, he has exceptional clout that he's been granted considerably more latitude to complain about officials. No shit. He never gets a technical. He probably should about 3 times a game. Also, he was rated the most hated player in the NBA, which is no surprise because he doesn't know how to shut his fucking mouth. Like, don't talk politics. Like, Jordan wasn't coming out and saying, support the fucking war on terror. He didn't give a fuck. He just went out there and played basketball and beat people's ass. I'm tired of
a lot of people say if we had social media during Jordan, that it'd be a whole different ballgame.
The whole legacy of Jordan would have changed if he could.
Oh, for sure.
Because the guy was a fucking asshole.
All those gambling debts would have been out there.
And hey, I got a question for you, Matt. What's more iconic, the LeBron James crying shit or the Manning face? Because aren't they the same guy?
The Manning.
Not at all. Because I said this in the text. Like basketball is not quite the team sport football is. One, LeBron James can play both sides of the field court. He can play offense and defense. LeBron James can literally score without anybody else touching the ball. Not any football play involves just one person touching the ball because a center can't just fucking rush the football. Every football play involves multiple people. So it's much more of a team sport. So you're never going to have a guy that has that much difference unless you're talking about a huge leader. Like I would say Tom Brady's leadership obviously had a lot to do with the Bucs winning the Super Bowl last year. I would 100% say that. I hate saying that, but I think it's true. And just like Peyton going to the Broncos, you can't tell me him finally going to a team with a good defense. Like if Peyton had a top 10 defense, like even half the years he was in Indy, we probably would have 3 more Super Bowls. It's just a matter of the fact. We had a shit defense. You know, we relied on our 2 pass rushers. And honestly, in 2007 and 2009, Dwight Freeney was injured in both of those playoffs, or he was injured in the Super Bowl the year that we played the Saints. He didn't play the second half. I think that's a big reason we did not win that game, other than Hank Baskett's bitch ass can't catch a goddamn fucking onside kick. In 2007, he did not play in that playoff game against the Chargers. So I'm telling you, Dwight Freeney plays both of those games. I think there's a good chance that
I still blame Nick Harper's wife mostly.
Yeah, Nick Harper's wife.
That didn't help. I think that the cause that the influence that LeBron has on referees and the ability to change a game from the referees in the NBA is far greater than the NFL.
Yeah, but Peyton Manning never complained to the refs either. He was never.
We can dog on LeBron all we want about it, but honestly, it's a bunch of fucking superstars, though.
Could you imagine
even Sabonis from the Pacers is really bad about it nowadays. It's
could
just
you imagine
every star.
if Peyton Manning had the late quarterback hit stuff when he was in the league?
Yeah, that's true.
He would have got every one of them, dude.
Would have got all the calls. He definitely would have got them
all.
It's like everybody gets mad at LeBron for flopping, but we all loved Reggie.
Yeah.
I mean, he invented it.
Yeah, that was the guy right there.
No, of course. If it's on your team, who gives a fuck?
Good news. If LeBron was a Pacer, he'd be the greatest player of all time, no doubt, hands down.
Definitely.
Not a fucking
this whole
Jordan.
I hate him. I'd start watching rugby. Rugby.
Hey, if Ron Artest would actually won a damn championship, I wouldn't hate his fucking guts.
You shouldn't hate him, no, Beaver, because he's a great rapper.
He is a great rapper. We got to bring the show back up. So I got good news for all you Carthage residents and all of our Carthage listeners. Because Kim Jong-un just unbanned. Yeah,
he's back.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un bans mullets and skinny jeans in North Korea.
What the fuck?
There's no party in the back on Kim Jong-un's watch. The North Korean dictator has outlawed mullets. So this is bad news for Carthage residents. Yeah, so outlawed mullets and skinny jeans in an attempt to cut off decadent Western-style fashion trends, according to the report. So here, this motherfucker, Trump's no longer president, so he's just pissed off at America again, I guess. The tubby tyrant, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's a pretty good line.
Has approved only 15 official.
Great line.
He's approved only 15 official non-socialist haircuts. So the non-socialist, they have socialist haircuts. What a great time to be alive. And the long in the back look isn't up to snuff. He also ordered a bizarre crackdown on ripped jeans, slogan t-shirts, and nose and lip piercings. Just imagine being born in North Korea. You might as well just fucking off yourself, because
was he like riding through, was it a big thing? Like, were people doing it? I mean, they had to have been doing it. Like,
yeah, can you imagine the more
North Korea is poverty-stricken fucking.
Yeah, North Korea is such a.
There's just mullets everywhere, and
there's such a they're so behind in technology. They just now got into the 80s. It's
everybody's listening to fucking White Snake and shit.
Their calculators are still like 6 fucking 6
Not
feet.
on their cell phones.
I think you guys have missed this entire thing. I think that he's just showing how woke he is and putting a stop to cultural appropriation. They are appropriating white culture, so
yeah, they're making fun of rednecks in Carthage, Indiana.
This is just being woke, man. He's just trying to preserve red culture. And
I'll give Biden 6 months before he starts banning mullets too. Dunkman, since you're the expert stock person here, you're the expert investor here on the show.
Big stock guy.
How much money are you putting in Tiger King's crypto? Did you
have one?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
It is official.
Man. I'm pretty invested in Cum Rocket right now.
You say Cum Rocket?
Yeah, there was like one that's like
I didn't know Beaver had a fucking.
There's a crypto that came out like last week, I think it was, and it was like it was Cum Rocket was its name, and it literally went from like $1 a share to like 20, 30 bucks. I don't even know what it was exactly, but it fucking went bananas because it was called Cum Rocket, which is hilarious.
Dude, Tiger King might be.
King. I think we should.
That might be a good.
Highly inappropriate coin has to happen. We have to find out a way to make crypto.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Highly inappropriate.
Dude, Matt, that is a genius fucking idea, dude.
All right, let me take some Adderall and I'll see what I can do. All right, Tiger King is now a crypto coin. So the Tiger King pop culture wave has now crashed into cryptocurrency. That's right. Tiger King crypto coins are now available for purchase. Funds from Tiger King crypto coins will go toward a defense fund. So all the money goes towards getting Tiger King getting out of jail. I'm in. I'm buying 100 shares
Everybody's
tonight.
buying it. Everybody's in.
I am in.
I'm gonna write this motherfucker. He's in for murder,
murdered Carol Baskins, that fucking bitch.
No, hiring to kill Carol Baskins.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how long he is.
Oh, it's right here. The next, literally, the next paragraph says Maldonado Passage is currently serving a 22-year prison sentence for 2 counts of hiring someone to murder Carol Baskins, a big cat advocate he feuded with, as well as 17 federal wildlife violations that include killing tigers he kept at his Greater Wynwood Exotic Animal Park. The wild story of Maldonado Passage and his feud with Baskin was told in the Netflix documentary Tiger King. Amazing. I'm getting some Tiger King coin tonight. Absolutely.
I wonder where you can buy that at. I know it ain't on Robinhood or anything. Maybe not Coinbase. I bet it ain't on Coinbase.
If I'm buying Tiger King coins, I want an actual coin to put on my fucking shelf here at home. I want Tiger King shirtless on a fucking gold coin.
You're friends with him on Facebook, so you might be able to.
That's right. I need to hit him up. Be like, hey, bro. That is right. I did get in on Tiger King super early. Like as soon as it dropped, I just happened to be on Netflix one night, seen this bit drop. I started watching it, and like within 2 seconds, like because he talked about social media a lot, I got right on Facebook and added this motherfucker as a friend before he literally blew up.
Dude, my buddy Bill just commented on the chat and he said porno token, which that could be another genius idea. Like an OnlyFans kind of thing, and you pay him like.
I think it should be smut coin.
Smut
coin,
porno token, or
like
whatever.
A Pornhub token.
It'd be smut
Pornhub token. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, and that's how you like tip OnlyFans token or something like that.
Man,
yeah,
that could be it.
Solid fucking call from WNBA Bill, man. That's good. That's good. That's good, Bill.
Speaking of investing, Dunk, this is more in your realm. What did you think about Logan Paul's Pokemon card change?
Amazing. A trendsetter, because that is absolutely amazing. And I'm telling you right now, boys, you're gonna see way more of that. Like you're gonna more of the card Gem It 10 necklaces. Because I mean, you have cards that are Gem It 10 that could be worth a shit ton. So
can you believe I had one of those Charizard cards?
Rookie Gem It 10 necklace. You know, it'd be worth millions.
The best boxer of the 2020s is pumping the card game, man. That's crazy.
That's smart.
Can you believe I had one of those Charizard cards?
I cannot believe it, and you don't know where it is.
I sold the entire Pokemon collection for $50 on eBay when I was like 14 years old.
Yeah, Series 1, first series.
Now some fucking jackass kid
when it first came out.
Yeah,
some jackass kid is just like banking.
Yeah, that jackass kid. His name is Logan Paul. And
Logan Paul at
the fucking game.
Could you imagine? Oh, look at Beaver! Look at Beaver!
Beaver
with the Charizard.
Beaver, turn that into a necklace, dude.
Beaver, go get that graded, bub.
Beaver, do you realize what you have right there?
Beaver,
I'm telling you right now, you have Beaver.
Beaver don't care about money.
Beaver don't care about money. He cares about status. Okay.
Stock game,
I think Beaver should make a necklace. He's got to make a necklace out of that.
Necklace, dude. Beaver, I'm telling you right now, you need to take that thing. Is it good?
Get it graded for sure.
No fucking.
It's hot right now. As hot as that is right now, Beaver, you could sell that for fucking bang.
Beaver, send that off tonight to get graded.
Buy you another condo, Beav.
Send it off tonight to get graded.
Condo for my cats.
Dude, you
hey. Can you imagine telling your kids, guys, I started a trust fund in 2021. All your grandkids go to college for free because you sold a Pokemon card.
Hey, for the listeners that aren't watching the video, Beaver just flashed the first Charizard in his little book there.
Beaver,
Beaver or not, it was Elliot.
I had a bunch of holographics.
Beaver,
I had so many. I had like 200.
You have a bunch of holographic Charizards?
Not the Charizards, but like other Pokemon as well.
You have Charizard holographic though, right?
Yeah.
Beaver.
You probably
not know what you have.
Beaver's probably got more money in that book than me and you have in our portfolio.
Beaver, do you understand that card's worth $1 million? They said in the last year, they've had that card sell for well, his supposedly is worth a million, but they've had it sold for $500,000, 300,000, over $100,000. Like Beaver,
send it off to get graded tonight, dude. Do it. Literally, it's like $50. You need to look into this. I'm telling you. Instead of watching porn and beating your dick when we go off air,
you know that's what he's gonna do.
Open that book up. Open that book up and just open that book up and go on eBay and just type in the stuff that you have and just look at the prices and you'll be fucking amazed.
Dude, you better lock the condo down too in case somebody tries to come rob you tonight.
I'm gonna walk in there with pantyhose in my head.
A lot of Carthage listeners to this show, Beaver. You might be getting robbed tonight.
Hey, me and Dunk usually bring the hood with us when we got a good hood following, so you better lock that shit down.
Big hood following.
Who's in
hood guys?
All right, who's in more trouble? I got to ask you guys. Is Beaver in more trouble for having that Charizard card? We're telling all of our listeners.
Yeah, that
Beaver has a Charizard card. His address is who's in more trouble, him or Kid Rock?
Yeah, Beaver with the Charizard card and a Mickey Mouse fucking soft case. Beaver, how are we living right now, dude? That should be in a lockdown.
It was a wonderful Christmas present that my mother got. She organized it for me.
You pissed Duncan off so bad you might get blocked tonight.
You don't understand what you have, Beaver. I'm telling you,
it wouldn't be the first time I've ever gotten blocked by Dunk.
You don't understand what you have. You need to get you a magnet, like lockdown case. Get that thing out of that fucking soft ass book.
What are you doing, Beef? What am I doing?
I love you, Beef. You imagine the kayak that you could buy.
Dude, you could buy Eagle Creek, dude. Yeah.
Didn't name it fucking Beaver Creek.
Oh God, Beaver Creek. All right, who's in more trouble, Beaver or Kid Rock this week?
Kid Rock, dude. What are we doing, dude?
I mean, I get what you're saying, Bub, but yeah, well, Jesus, Bub. If Kid Rock using the word, he used the FF dash word.
Yeah.
Offends you, good chance you are. Tweeted the 50-year-old rapper Wednesday in a statement credited to his real name, Bob Ritchie. Rock then attempted to put a good-natured spin on his post by adding, "Either way, I know he has a lot of love for his gay friends, and I will have a talk with him. Have a nice day." So,
like he's talking in third person, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. So he's on drugs again.
I don't think he ever stopped.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like some of the comments like on the post, like when he did that, they cracked me up so much. Like the first comment I seen was, "Good luck canceling this guy. He makes songs for people who smoke cigarettes in the house."
Yeah. Perfect, man. Perfect.
I mean, he lives in a double ride trailer still, doesn't he?
I don't know. He might.
He probably does.
I mean, he was the first guy that he brought who's the country singer that dropped the N-bomb and got shunned?
Yeah.
What was his
name?
Morgan Wallen. Yeah, he brought Morgan Wallen. Like Morgan Wallen's like comeback was he brought him into his bar in Nashville and like had him perform live.
Oh, that's
it was literally like Morgan Wallen's first live thing since all that happened. And another thing, this is weird. Listen to this.
Is his name Wallen? I thought
it was
Morgan
Wallen or White Whalen.
I thought it was Whalen.
Something, whatever it is.
I don't listen to that dumb
shit. Beaver knows.
Beaver, look up your Charizard card.
I don't like fucking country music, and I thought it was always Whalen.
Whatever.
It might be Morgan Whalen. I think it is Whalen. It makes more sense with country music. Whalen.
Like we're Carthage guys. We can't fucking read, so fuck it.
Yeah, but he.
But you can't invest in stocks.
What's crazy about the Morgan Whalen guy though is they banned him from like the AMC Awards, which is like the American Country Music Awards or whatever. And they said you can't come to the show. Like they banned him from the awards.
But is he banned from buying AMC stock?
And the motherfucker won 3 awards.
Yeah.
So they banned him from coming to the award show, and he won 3 awards at the award show. That's the world we live in, man. Nothing makes sense.
It doesn't.
It's time to be alive, guys.
By the way, Bill Stockton, I have a Series X, motherfucker. Bring it.
Yeah, bring it, Bill.
All right. So we got a pretty solid Ask an Idiot question this week. Beaver, I'm gonna start with you. If you had to choose between going to a party naked or having your thoughts appear in thought bubbles above your head for everyone to read, which would you choose?
I'm going to a party naked.
I mean, I've already went to a party naked, so I think the thought bubble would be just brilliant. I want everybody to know what I think of them just real
fast. I'm sorry before your answer, Matt. Like with him choosing the thought bubble, I do not even want to think what's in Beaver's head.
No, absolutely not.
I was gonna say that's just
you know all the nasty, dirty sexual fantasies, guys and girls, animals.
Just everything is getting fucked.
Everything is getting fucked for sure.
No, you just don't want to know what's going on in my head every single time Dunk opens his mouth.
I mean,
slow jerking his cock and ball.
We can imagine.
What were you gonna say, Matt? What you were
100% thought bubbles. I want everybody to know what I think about them right up front, so I don't have to use mean words. I just want everybody to just see it right up front.
He wants to get high. That is his thought bubble.
Yeah, but I mean, you'll just see random things pass through though, like pizza, tacos, probably titties. Just random things that shouldn't be there. So. But for the most part, it's just like, this guy's a fucking jackass.
Mine, I would be thought bubbles too, just because I want people to be rich with me. So it would just be all my stock advice, going on. It's a bunch of stock, a bunch of lock bets and stuff like that above me.
Then it would be randomly his dog Miles licking himself, and his wife occasionally would pass by about every decade.
And it would be big old dicks.
Be a lot of that, and maybe
Batman's dick would roll through. Josh, what's gonna happen to you, buddy?
Man, I don't know. I need to hear the question again because WNBA Bill was talking shit in the chat, so I've been focused on WNBA.
We call him WNBA Bill because we do my player 3-on-3 in the park all the time, and Bill's my guy's fucking awesome, my guy's awesome, and me and Josh will go in the park, and his dude's a fucking WNBA build, and does not hold his own, don't guard nobody, and
dude,
that's where that came from.
He thinks he's Tamika Catchings and shit.
I do miss the 2K days. I do miss those.
And now he probably wants to. He's talking shit about having an Xbox Series X. I'm guessing he wants to play the show, but hey, I play baseball, bro. I don't play softball.
I play real sport. I play real sports. I'm not trying to be the best at exercising.
Exactly.
So what's the question again? I apologize.
Would you rather show up to a party naked or have all your thoughts appear in thought bubbles or above your head?
Fucking thought bubbles for sure. Easy.
Yeah.
I think, Josh, you show up my party naked, Bo. You're gonna have a good time.
Oh, I'm either way. I'm gonna have a good time, no lie, because I'm probably gonna imagine being naked the whole time anyway. So,
yeah, well,
the only person that says naked is somebody with a hog. You know what I mean? If you got that fucking monster.
Yeah, you want to show that off?
Yeah, I'd be naked all the time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody that's partied with me has already seen me naked anyway, so I might as well try something.
I mean, I did say I want to be naked instead of the thought bubble. So
yeah, but Beaver, it's the opposite. You kind of, it's kind of like going to the. It's kind of like going to the zoo and seeing a woman with 3 nipples. You just have never seen a penis that looks like that,
that tiny.
Yeah, it's adorable. It's like a little field mouse. It's super cute. So,
I got news for next week's episode too. Me and Josh, we got to kill fucking 4 coons this week, dude.
Yeah.
Why do you say next week episode? I thought we were doing it every 3 weeks now.
Oh, that is right. Dead pod. Yeah.
Dead pod.
Yeah. Hold on. Before I do our special contents up next, I'm gonna try to do something here.
But no, real fast while you're bringing that up. When I was leaving for work tonight, we're having problems with raccoons in our trash cans, me and Josh here in the alley, and it's becoming a big fucking issue. And today when I left for work, there was a raccoon standing in the middle of our fucking driveway. And it would not budge.
Coons.
It was not gonna fucking move.
Coons.
And I thought it was gonna come at me and get me. I thought it might have rabies. So I was like, this thing's fucking crazy. Well, it stood there. It stood its ground. I got in my car and I turned it on, and then it started doing its, the raccoon noise. And 4 fucking baby raccoons came out from underneath Josh's porch, dude. They live under Josh's porch.
They were listening to him and his wife have sex, obviously.
Yeah, they live under the porch. So we've had a discussion. We've had a talk. We're gonna take these coons out. We're gonna get rid of them. We're gonna have coonskin hats, and then we're gonna go out back in the yard or whatever, and we're gonna kill some snakes, and we're gonna trim our coonskin hats with snake skin. So,
dude, badass.
Looking for some new merch coming. Some
HI Entertainment merch.
There you go. I mean, that's entrepreneurship in Carthage right there, Indiana.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't wait. And Dunk's wife's gonna start churning butter and selling butter right out of the house too. So that's gonna be super cool. Speaking of fucked up, look here on the screen. For those listening to the podcast, you're going to have to go back and look into the video version. I just want real quick, your Ask an Idiot because this ties right into Florida, man. What did this guy get arrested for in Florida? Go, Dunk.
Oh, man.
My first thing is he'd say he had sex with an alligator. That would be my first guess. I already know what happened.
Something drug related.
Drug related is a good strong bet, Beaver.
It's always going to be drug related. I'm going to go ahead and say this guy. I don't know, man. He might have been with the lady that I sent you guys, the Florida lady, there at the Outback Steakhouse.
There you go.
Butt naked on the bar, throwing all the beer bottles and all
That's
the bottles and stuff. So he probably was something to do with that, if I had to guess.
Oh, that's a good call, man. That dude looks familiar as shit, though.
He looks like a chomo, for sure.
From Carthage, Indiana. Okay, this guy.
Meth fucking sore on his cheek there.
Yeah,
too.
A drunk Florida man arrested after boat crashes into Naples Bridge.
Oh,
so
okay.
a Florida man was arrested.
All right.
Yeah, at Tuesday after boat crashed into the Gordon River Bridge around 9 p.m. in Naples. Joseph Turney, 35, is facing a misdemeanor charge of disorderly intoxication after police say he jumped from the boat onto the bridge after he was reportedly told not to. The boat named Double Sunshine had gotten trapped against the bridge near the 1200 block. People on the boat were jumping from the boat's top deck onto the bridge, the boat captain told police. That's awesome.
Damn.
Officers told the passengers that sea tow had arrived to pull the boat free and not to jump onto the bridge to prevent injuries or death. Turner ignored the officers and jumped from the boat onto the bridge and became belligerent with police on scene. So what do you know? A drunk fucking Florida man crashing his boat into the bridge, then jumping onto the bridge from the top of his boat. I think it's a strong effort. I mean, that's a Beaver. I think that's something to shoot for at our Miami trip later this year.
There's definitely some Florida pussy that they were trying to show off for.
Oh, you're definitely trying to get some Florida strange, some Florida 9.
Yeah. You don't do stuff like that if you're not trying to, show off.
I mean, people aren't doing that shit in Carthage. We ain't jumping from kayaks to impress any women down there.
I mean, unless they're out there,
Unless they're out there. There's 3 women in Carthage that have all their teeth. So
I mean, you jump off the 5th Street Bridge, and you're definitely getting some snatch in Carthage.
I mean, we see some Carthage snatch. I might pick up one of the syringes and just shoot Blue River water in my bag.
Just fucking buy them take one of them girls out to Pavies, get them a chicken.
Check them out.
Oh, tenderloin, get tenderloin sandwich.
Some of that fucking Hawaiian salad. You're getting that shit.
Little fucking little marshmallows in there.
Yeah.
There you go. You get always get some good advice here on Highly Inappropriate. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are back. We'll be back next week. Make sure, of course, our first off, our YouTube finally hit 200 subscribers. It's been fucking shooting up. We went from 170 to 200 in like a month. So that's taken off. So YouTube's starting to take off a little bit. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube account, make sure you do so. Highly Inappropriate Entertainment. Hit the bell. That way you're notified every time we upload a video. Also, subscribe, rate, and review to whatever podcasting app you listen to, whether it's iHeartRadio, whether it's Spotify, whether it is iTunes. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review. Beaver, yes.
Subscribe to the music playlist. Going to have a few more songs added tomorrow.
There you go. We're going to have some new songs.
Dude,
got some good ones lined up.
Hey,
good job, Beef.
Our music playlist is on Spotify and Apple Music. How did we find that?
Highly Inappropriate.
Just search Highly Inappropriate Weekend Jams.
And it is legit. It's a fucking mix.
It is a banger.
Yeah, we add songs every week. It's
2 songs a week.
That's good shit. Good shit, guys. So check that out as well. Also, follow us on social media. That's at Highly Inappropriate Podcast on Twitter and Instagram, and at HI Entertainment on Facebook, or Highly Inappropriate Entertainment. Look us up. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace out, bitches.
Peace.